Man, what is going on? I have a story for you guys. Want to get you caught up to speed with a game that happened today with my '07 team. So I want to get you caught up and check this out. This story is crazy. So today, my team was given a chance as an '07 group to go play our first DA team. And we played against the Tampa Bay United '07 Development Academy in a scrimmage down in Tampa. And I'm going to start off with, they are the best team cohesively as a group that my team has ever faced this year, period. It's not even close. I mean, they are very well organized, move the ball well, good players all the way through, and it was a great game to play in. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, and this is where me as a coach, I can reflect and look back at this with immense pride, right? Because we played a team that is fantastic. So we played the Tampa Bay United team, Prospects '07 versus Tampa Bay United DA '07. We start at 1 o'clock, we kick off, right? And I have no idea how this game's going to go, right? And I've told you guys before, my team is formerly, from last season, 95% of it played Division III or Division IV, right? What are we going to expect? Well, right, I mean, that's me being honest and being realistic, okay? Anyways, we come out, we have the half of our lives. We end the half losing 1-0. Period, point blank, end of discussion, only 1-0. And, in my eyes, it was a close game. Close. I mean, for a while it was 50-50. Okay? And we end the half on a high, only being down 1-0. And I'm telling all the kids at halftime, I am so proud. I'm like, guys, this is your first ever DA game, the first time you played at this level. We get to halftime being down 1-0. And the goal they scored, and again, I'm not taking any credit away from them. They're a fantastic team. The goal they scored came from a mistake on our end. Lost the ball in a bad spot, turnover, quick counterattack, bang, goal. Didn't recover. We go down 1-0 at the break. And I'm sitting there going, I gave every kid on my team a high five and said, you know what? Now you guys see how fast this is. You see what the level's like. You know that with effort, with that mental side, you can hang. I'm telling you, I'm sitting there in that first half going, man, we are this close. We're this close to being able to compete at that level. We were this, the first half was incredible. I'm sitting there going, man, we are playing fantastic. We were moving the ball so well. It was, for some periods, 50-50. And I'm going, we could do this. Now, in the end, it didn't work out in the end. We lost. In the end, it was like 5-1 or something like that. But the first half, we had them. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know what there's two things for me that are the biggest difference between a team like that, say a top 5 team in the state, versus a top 50 team. Okay, and that's coming here in a second. Outside of, say, the normal aspects of technique, right, decision making, here are the two main things, okay? The first one is speed. So when I say speed, I mean two things. Speed of thought, how quickly they make a decision. The game's much faster, it's a higher level. The second thing is the speed of movement, right? A lot of the players are very athletic, fast, quick, and, right, when I say that is, it didn't matter if they made a mistake or whatever the outcome was, they were hungry to get the ball back or make up for the mistake, right, to change the outcome of what happened. So they lost the ball, they're sprinting to go to back. They pressed very well, and they never gave up in any situation. They didn't watch, they weren't sitting there looking at their teammates. They lost the ball, or as a group they lost the ball, they're sprinting to go get the ball back. And that for me was a huge takeaway, because I'm going, okay, technically good players, when I'm talking about the Tampa Bay team, technically good players, players in good positions, movement's good, but those two things hit me and I'm going, wow, that's the difference, right? My kids made a mistake, everybody goes like this, right? If you do that at that level, right, or higher, right, going into college, professional, international, whatever, you can't shut down. You have to respond. So in the first half, my kids rose to the challenge. I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this. We have video of the game. I mean, it was this close in the first half. I mean, people are coming up to me and go, Kyle, we were this close. I'm like, yeah, it's all here. It's mental. The game is here. So and it just proved to me that my kids, when they want to, can hang and compete. And it just takes this. It just takes this to be able to compete with any group. Obviously, you have to have the skill set, of course. And that's something we've been working on for 8 months is technique, improving that so they can compete at that level. The other side of it is this. This is a third point, really, is that when they make a sub at that level, like top 5, top 10, maybe top 15, you don't notice that a player's come off, right? Let's say you sub the left wing and you put on another left wing. You don't notice a major drop-off in performance. They're all close to the same level, right? You look at a top 50 team, when you make a sub, there's a drop in performance, so to speak. And that's the reality of it. Like, when they made a sub, it wasn't like, wow, they made a sub. You can tell. You couldn't tell. There was not a major difference in performance. The level still was consistent. And that is the difference, right? When you make a sub, and let me rephrase it. When a team makes a sub and you don't notice the difference, like you're not like, wow, the level dropped. When I say difference, the level dropped. That's when you're like, wow, okay, you know this team's good because the performance level's high still. The standard is high. This brings you back to futsal. Argentina, when they won the World Cup, pretty much every game they had a specific rotation thing, right? So I'm watching this game going, okay, we're playing a DA program. They subbed. What difference was there? Minimal. If that minimal. Right? A top 50 team makes a sub, you notice it. You go, okay, the standards drop. And that, my friends, that is the reality. Okay? Top teams are consistently high level from start to bench. So, and this has nothing to do with my team, this is just a point in general. You cannot win, and I say win, be successful at a high level, right, with like only 3 or 4, let's say, top players. And this goes from youth to professional. If a team in general is going to be successful at a high level, right, not Division 3, not Division 4, not Division 2, not Division 1, higher than that. Let's say gold division in tournaments, or at the ECNL or DA level, right? You have to have a solid squad from top to bottom. So from goalkeeper to striker, from the first person on the bench to the 5th person on the bench, whatever number you have. You need to have a solid squad that is consistent all the way through. 1 players, 2 players, 3 players, 4 players, not enough. That will never... I will be sharing 2 game footage from today on my Facebook page. I don't know how to add a 30-minute video to Instagram or whatever the time is. I'll try. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just cut some clips, but that way you guys can see it and just kind of look at the group, my team and the TBU team. Again, it's a big difference in terms of like, it's just a high consistent level all the way through. But like I said, we were this close, guys. I mean, I'm so proud. 1, my training works. 2, we can compete at a high level. For 30 minutes, we were neck and neck with this team. With one of the best teams in the state of Florida. Game changes. They score 1, game changes, right? I mean, that's the reality of it. But for the first time, for the first game, I am so proud. So proud of the kids. And looking forward to the next. Playing such a fantastic team from Tampa Bay. Great team, great team.